is defined under Section 2H of the Indian Contract Act. Definition of contract is defined under Section 2H of Indian Contract Act. Voluntarily throwing or attempting to throw acid. Voluntarily throwing and attempting to throw acid is an offence punishable under acid. Section 326B of the Indian Penal Code. 326B. A is at work with a hatchet. The head flies off and kills a man who is standing by. If there is no want of a proper caution on the part of A, his act is not an offence. A is at work with a hatchet. The head flies off and kills a man. There is no want of proper caution on the part of A. Not an offence. This question exactly same to the illustration. A is at work with hatchet, the head flies off and kills a man. He is standing by. The proper caution on the part of A. His act is excusable and not offence. Act is excusable under Section 80 IPC. No intention. Section 41B. Section 41B. Section 41B. Section 41B is incorporated into the Criminal Procedure Code on the basis of which the following decision. Section 41B is D.K. Basu versus State of West Bengal. Chapter dealing with plea bargaining has been inserted by the Criminal Law Amendment Act 2005. Plea bargaining has been inserted by as per the Criminal Procedure Code. During the investigation, a search can be conducted without warrant. The investigating officers. During investigation, a search can be conducted without warrant. Search can be conducted without warrant by the investigation officer. Criminal Procedure Code. During the investigation, a search can be conducted. Prosecution for the offence of defamation can be initiated only. Prosecution for the offence of defamation on the complaint of an aggrieved party. Prosecution for the offence of defamation can be initiated. A dash of the Companies Act 13 requires disclosure in the prospectus of names. Dash of the Companies Act prospectus of names and addresses of CFO about sources of promoters' contribution, among other things. Section 26 of the Companies Act 2013 requires disclosure in the prospectus of name and addresses of CFO about the sources of a promoter's contribution. Section 26. Prospectus of names and addresses of CFO about sources of promoter's contribution. Section 26 of the Companies Act 2013 requires disclosure in the prospectus of names and addresses. Section 253 of the Companies Act 2013 deals with Agreed party. Section 253 of the Companies Act 2013 with Companies Act. Determination of sickness. If by imposing solitary confinement there is a total deprivation of camaraderie friendships amongst co-prisoners coming. Sumi Batra versus Delhi administration. Year 1675. If by imposing solitary confinement there is a total deprivation being talked to, it would offend Article 21 of the Constitution. Sami Batra versus Delhi administration. In state of Karnataka versus Union of India. Appointment of a commission by the Union government under Section 31 of the Commission of the Inquiry Act 60 of 1952 to look into the charges of corruptions against the chief ministers and other ministers of state was challenged. The charges of corruption against the chief minister and the other ministers. Federal structure is not jeopardized. The charges of corruption against the chief minister and other ministers, state was challenged, it was held. Federal structure is not jeopardized. Appointment Commission of the Union Government under the Act is look into the charges of corruptions, not jeopardized. Equality is a dynamic concept with many aspects and dimensions. Equality is a dynamic concept with many aspects and dimensions, and it cannot be cribbed, cabined, and confined within traditional and doctrinaire elements. From a positivistic point of view, equality is antithetic to arbitrariness. In fact, equality and arbitrariness are sworn enemies. This was stated in the case of C.P. Rayappa versus State of Tamil Nadu. Equality. C.P. Rayappa versus State of Tamil Nadu. Equality is a dynamic concept with many aspects and dimensions, and it cannot be confined within the traditional doctrinaire. The presumption of continuance of life is contained in section. Continuance of life is contained. Sasate of the Evidence Act. The presumption of continuance of life. Testimony of witness to the existence or non-existence of the fact or facts. Direct evidence. Testimony of a witness to the existence or non-existence of the fact or facts in issue. Direct evidence. Sate. Presumption of continuance. Evidence Act. Sate. Testimony of a witness to the existence or non-existence of the fact or facts is in issue. Direct evidence. Testimony of a witness to the existence or non-existence of the fact. Direct evidence. Testimony of there is a contract. There is a contract